Kaiser on first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Montrevious Adams in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cox. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They go play action. Kaiser. Now he's forced out left, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. And his kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Now a play fake here on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. maybe they'll do that.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. From the red zone now, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing. Interestingly,
that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines, as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They come out here in the eye. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good...
It's a foot race. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 78 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front, because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Panthers coming out now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
To throw is Kaiser. Caught left side, Williams. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Here's Kaiser. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock the defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play fake. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They struggle to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. Three yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throw left side complete. It's Cox. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go.
Second down, Kaiser. Space to run past the 20. Looking middle, and that's complete. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the...
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
From the gun, Kaiser. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And now another one thrown incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Finding room to the 20. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here. On 2nd down, Mitchell, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Now, I can't imagine any celebrations being any bigger than your first NFL touchdown. And this rookie running back is still seeking his. He's not going to get it on that play.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
You can do one of two things after a penalty. You can hang your head, or you can get mad and redouble your efforts. And I think we just saw the latter there as they stopped him for no gain.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Packers! And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. And now the Packers get set to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down, Kaiser. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And some room to work. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Throw left side complete. That's Strickland. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A first down throw for Kaiser. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Kaiser. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Tight end right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Key to tight end. Key to tight end. Here we go. Brad 38. Brad 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
So they get the field goal here at the end of the 2nd quarter and take the lead into the lockers.
And isn't that what every team wants to do? Right at the end of the half, put points on the board and go into the locker room feeling a lot better about themselves.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime. And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Kaiser now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. There he goes inside the 30. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work his way down to the 16. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. And it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. Now he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Touchdown, Panthers.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Trey Hendrickson able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Mitchell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Ohio, here we go. Grand 38.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now at Lambeau. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Rodgers, the tight end, in motion here.
Flex round. Here we go. Check it motion. Check the call. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete here. He was looking for his tight end, Richard Rodgers, that time. And that'll make it third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. That's a tough one not to hang on to on third and goal, but good job defensively to get there and jar it loose.
Agreed. That was really, really nicely done because there's no pass interference on the play. Timing excellent to get in there and knock it away. A win for the defense, and it brings up fourth down.
Here we go.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Panthers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And with it flagged down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Here's the Panthers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Kaiser on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
You having fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And out trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Back to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. So that'll back them up 5. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Panthers will get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play clock winding down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Ohio. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. A good pickup there at 22.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. First down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. The Packers on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
The slot man in motion right.
Ohio. Flex round.
They'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Here we go. Flex round.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Let's go, interception, baby, let's go.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. This is McCaffrey on the give. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?